Hi everyone, a warm welcome to all of you in the Economics and Social Issues session on EduTap, and I hope you all are healthy and preparing well for upcoming exams. And when we talk about the exams, then current affairs plays a really very important part in the NABARD grade A exam. And my dear friends, PIB news are the very important source of these current affairs, and that's why I am back with a very interesting session in which we will be discussing the top PIB news from 29th to 30th of September 2021. So before starting the session, if you are new to our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe it and press the bell icon to receive all the latest updates of the courses and videos offered by us, and you can also join our Telegram channel to get the access to the PDF of the lectures. To join the Telegram channel, kindly click on the link given in the description below. And my dear friends, I'm glad to announce that we are providing flat 40% off on our NABARD grade A courses. And my dear friends, whenever you are purchasing the course from the portal, then please make sure that you are using the code NABARD40 in order to avail the flat 40% off on the NABARD grade A course. And please mark the date here, as this particular code is only valid till 15th of October 2021. So please mark the date here, and I hope that you are not going to miss this particular opportunity. And now let's move on to the session. So now, if we talk about the topics of the discussion for this particular day, then my dear friends, today we will be discussing the two important topics. The first one here is the DigiSaksham, and the second one is the India Export Initiative and India Exports 2021 portal. So now let's move on to the very first topic, that is DigiSaksham. So my dear friends, recently the Ministry of Labor and Employment in association with Microsoft India has launched a initiative which has been titled as DigiSaksham. And my dear friends, this DigiSaksham initiative is a digital skill program in which the government of India is going to provide digital skills to the people of particularly the semi-urban areas. And what is the reason behind that? Because we all know that in the upcoming future, as we all know that this particular era is a technology driven era, and that's why these digital skills are really required by the youth in order to get employment. And that's why, focusing this, the government of India has launched this particular initiative, which is DigiSaksham. And my dear friends, what exactly is the main aim of launching this initiative? The main aim of launching this initiative is to enhance the employability of youth, and that's why this particular initiative has been launched by the government of India. So discussing more about the DigiSaksham, then my dear friends, the DigiSaksham initiative will be implemented by Aga Khan Rural Support Program India, and all of you are requested to tell me in the comment section below that what exactly is this Aga Khan Rural Support Program India. Okay, so now my dear friends, if we talk about this particular initiative, that is DigiSaksham, under this particular initiative, the digital skills, whether it is the advanced or basic, will be provided to the people, and with the help of this, people can learn various different kind of skills, such as the programming language, the data analytics, as well as the software development. So a lot of skills will be provided, a lot of learning will be provided to the people who are aiming to acquire these digital skills and get employment in the upcoming future. And my dear friends, if we talk about the DigiSaksham initiative, then under this initiative there will be three different training programs, such as the digital skills self-paced learning, the second one is the virtual instructor led training program, and the third one is the instructor led mode training program. If we talk about the instructor led training program, then it will be conducted across the India at the model career centers and the national career service centers for SCs STs across the country. So I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. And if we discuss some more features of the DigiSaksham initiative, then my dear friends, if we talk about the features of DigiSaksham initiative, it aims to equip more than 3 lakh youth in the technical skills in the first year. We have already discussed that under this particular initiative, people will be able to learn about the programming languages, the data analytics, as well as the software development, etc. And my dear friends, apart from that, under this particular initiative, it is going to give priority to the job seekers of semi-urban areas who belongs to a disadvantaged communities, and particularly the socially and economically backward communities, the marginalized communities, and the people who have displaced or lost their jobs due to COVID-19. I hope that this particular initiative is very much important, and this particular feature is very much clear to all of you. The key word here is the semi-urban areas. That means it is going to give priority to the job seekers which belongs to the semi-urban areas. I hope that this is clear. Apart from that, a free of course training in digital skills, including basic skills as well as advanced computing, will be provided to people. And my dear friends, the free of cost training will be provided to all, and under this particular Digi Saksham initiative, it will be free of cost for all the job seekers, the employers, the training providers, as well as the placement organizations. That means not a single penny they are required to expend to spend in order to equip the skills under the Digi Saksham initiative. Apart from that, the job seekers can access the training through the National Career Service Portal. And my dear friends, I want to add here that Ministry of Labor and Employment is running this particular National Career Service project as a mission mode project for the transformation of national employment service in order to provide a variety of employment related services such as job matching, career counseling, as well as vocational guidance. So my dear friends, I hope that this particular thing is very much clear to all of you. And if we talk about the important thing in this particular news article, then we can see the name of the initiative is very important, the training programs which will be provided under this initiative, the ministry which has launched this particular initiative, the implementing agency of this initiative is very important, and at last the features, that is, it is going to equip more than 3 lakh youth. It is going to give priority to the job seekers, especially of the semi-urban areas which belongs to disadvantaged communities. So my dear friends, I hope that this news article is very much clear to all of you. Now let's move on to the next news article and the next topic of the discussion, that is India Export Initiative and India Exports 2021 portal. So my dear friends, recently the Union Minister of MSME Ministry, that is Narayan Rane, has inaugurated the India Export Initiative and India Exports 2021 portal. So now before discussing about this initiative and portal, we must know that why exactly, that what was the need of launching this particular portal. So my dear friends, we all know that Government of India has fixed a target of reaching 1 trillion in exports by 2027-2028. And how this can be achieved? In order to achieve this particular target, Government of India wants to make India a global manufacturing powering house. The Government of India wants to make India a global manufacturing powering house. And how this can be done? My dear friends, this can be done by scaling up the India's competitive advantage or by augmenting the competitiveness of MSMEs. So my dear friends, these are the two ways by which India can be made the global manufacturing powerhouse. And that's why if we talk about the MSMEs, that why they are focusing on the MSMEs, the reason behind that is there are around 63 million MSMEs in India. And if we talk about the contribution of these MSMEs in the exports, then my dear friends, 40% of the overall India's exports is being contributed by these 63 million MSMEs. And apart from that, it also contributes approximately 6.11% of the country's manufacturing GDP and 24.63% of the GDP from the services sector. And this is the reason that Government of India is focusing on the MSMEs in order to enhance the export potential of these MSMEs and make India a global manufacturing powerhouse. And to also to reach the target of 1 trillion US dollars by 2027 2028. So my dear friends, I hope that this is very much clear, and that's why if we talk about the key targets under the India Export Initiative and India Export 2021 portal, then this particular initiative targets 1 lakh plus MSMEs which are desirous of knowing more about the exports and which are desirous in order to increase their export potential. And apart from that, it will also target hand holding 30,000 plus MSMEs to start exporting, doubling and hence doubling the export base of India. That is the doubling the active exporters base of India. So I hope that this is very much clear. Now let's discuss in detail about the India Export Initiative and India Exports 2021 portal. So my dear friends, if we talk about the India Exports, then the key aim of this particular initiative is to untap the export potential of MSMEs in the existing tariff lines. That means it wants to explore the potential, the hidden potential of these MSMEs in India, and also to increase the exports from India. And that's why it is going to support the MSMEs in order to grow the number of exporting MSMEs. And that's how it also aims to increase the MSME exports by 50% in year 2022. And my dear friends, by doing this, the government of India thinks that the dream of our Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi of making Indian economy as a US dollar 5 trillion economy, and that's how this particular initiative has been taken in order to achieve this particular target. So my dear friends, how this is going to done and how this India Export Portal is going to help the Indian MSMEs, let's discuss this particular thing in much more detail. So my dear friends, if we talk about this India Export Portal, then it will act as a knowledge base for the exports by Indian MSMEs. And in this particular portal, it will provide various required information which is very important for all these MSMEs in order to increase their exports. And it will also tell them about the potential markets as well as the trends in export, that what kind of products are in the trending, what kind of things are really important, and what are the potential areas where we can increase our exports. So that's how this particular portal is going to help the Indian MSMEs. Okay. Apart from that, it will also empower them by giving the knowledge about the export procedures, that what are the different procedures they are going to follow, they must follow in order to export. Okay. Apart from that, this particular India Export Portal will also provide instructor-led orientation to the MSMEs, and this will once again done free of cost. So I hope, my dear friend, this is very much clear to all of you. So this particular portal and this particular initiative which has been launched by the government of India is very important, and also important from the exam point of view. So I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. And my dear friends, I am having a homework task for all of you, and all of you are requested to tell me in the comment section below about the SAGE project. And what exactly the SAGE project is? It is Senior Care Aging Growth Engine. So please tell me in the comment section below about this particular project of the government of India, and what are the different targets and what are the different areas for which this particular project has been set up by the government of India. So my dear friends, I hope that the two news topics that we have discussed are very much clear to all of you. And now let's move on to the small MCQ series. And what exactly the importance of this series? This series has been included in order to analyze that whether you have gathered all the key takeaways from this particular session or not, because in the exam you are going to face the questions in the form of multiple choice questions in the exam, and that's why this revision is very important in the form of MCQs. So my dear friends, the very first MCQ is here on your screen. So the first question says, recently the Union Minister for MSMEs, Shri Narayan Rane, has virtually inaugurated the India Export Initiative and India Exports 2021 portal in New Delhi. And all of you are requested to quickly go through these statements and tell me in the comment section below that which one of the following statements which are being given is correct statement regarding the above initiative as well as the portal. So here if we talk about the very first statement, it says that India Exports aims to orient MSMEs free of cost with the objective of focusing on the untapped export potential in existing tariff lines. So my dear friends, as per our discussion, this particular statement is correct. If we move on to the second statement, it says that it targets to increase the MSME exports by 40% in year 2022. But as per our discussion, we have discussed that this particular initiative aims to increase the MSME exports by 50% in year 2022. And my dear friends, that's why this particular statement is incorrect. And if we talk about the third statement, it states that the initiative targets 1 lakh plus MSMEs which are desirous of knowing more about the exports and hand-holding 30,000 plus MSMEs. So my dear friends, as I have told you that these kind of statements, these are the features of this particular initiative and portal, and that's how they become very important from the exam point of view. And in the exam as well, you are going to face the questions in the below manner, and that's why we have brought the same questions on the same lines so that you can practice them before your exam. Okay, so if we talk about the right answer to this particular question, then my dear friends, the right answer to this question is option number C. That is both option 1 and 3 are correct. That is both first and third statement are correct, as we have already discussed that the statement 2 has a one incorrect figure, that is it must be 50% and not the 40%. So I hope that this is very much clear, and now let's move on to the next question of the today's session. So my dear friends, the next question says, recently Digi Saksham, a digital skill program has been launched to enhance the employability of youth, and how this will be done by imparting the digital skills. And you are going to tell me in the comment section below that which one of the following is the correct statement regarding the initiative. So my dear friends, quickly go through these particular statements and tell me in the comment section below that which of the following statement is correct. And here, if we talk about the right answer to this particular question, the right answer to this question is option D, that is all of the above statements are correct. And my dear friends, as we have discussed that this particular DigiSaksham initiative, it is a joint initiative of the Ministry of Labor and Employment with Microsoft India. Apart from that, under this initiative, a free of cost training will be provided to the people in digital skills, which includes basic as well as advanced computing. And apart from that, this initiative is going to give priority to the job seekers of semi-urban areas. And my dear friends, once again, I want to add star here that this particular keyword is really very important from the exam point of view. And the examiner can trick you with by just changing the keywords which are provided here. Okay, so I hope that this particular question is also very much clear to all of you. And my dear friends, that was all from the today's session. And if you have liked the session, please give a thumbs up in the comment section below. And if you have any queries, you can drop us a mail at hello@edutab.co.in. You can also call us at 814-620-7241. So once again, thank you for joining us. Wish you all happy learning.